ever thought of recording your guitar or your bass or your vocals into a workstation or synthesizer? It can be done on the Korg Kronos X. So I'm going to show you how you can connect it and use a lot of beautiful effects onto the Korg Kronos X. So remember, you have the sequencing that you have done, the drums, the bass, and the guitar that use the internal sounds. So what I'm going to do now is basically to connect electric guitar and plug it into the line number 2. So you have the line in number 2. You can select within the mic and line. So I'm going to select the line. Okay, so this is the first thing. The next step is to go to the global and select the audio. Okay, once you have the audio, you must ensure that you get the right routing. This is very important because, for example, you have the effects. I'm going to assign the effects later on. So I'm going to put this effects number 5 over here. And also, I wish to select the panning in the middle so you get the center of the recording instead of panning to the left or to the right. That's the first thing you need to do. The next thing is to go back to the sequencer. This because you need to set up a few things. Well, you need to select another one. It's the audio input. Okay, the audio track. So you have to select, instead of the MIDI track, select the audio track 1. And also the routing of the input, select number 2 because we are connecting 2. Alright, so now the beautiful part is basically it's not just plug in and record it, because you can have different kind of effects. Okay, for example, amp modeling. For guitar you need the amp, for bass you need the amp, and probably you need a little nice reverb and delay and stuff like that for your add-on effects. So you can do that on the Korg Kronos X. So this is how you're going to route it. So first thing is to select the I effects, which is the insert effects, and select, remember, the insert effects 5. So I'm going to select insert effect 5 and on, and select the effects. So what I do now is basically to select the guitar amp cabinet. So it's guitar amp model cabinet, and select the Vox AC30 with a 4x12, and you can adjust the gain respectively so you get a little overdrive and stuff like that. And the next thing is to add the master effects. So on the master effects, basically you can have 2 different effects. So I've selected the delay and the reverb, as well as the amount of the reverb and delay over here. Okay, ensure that you have activated the 2 effects. And then this is what I'm going to route it into the insert effects, where I put it into the guitar. So go back to the 1FX or IFX again, and select the insert effects, and ensure that you select the master effects here, send 1 and send 2 respectively. Okay, so that's about all about the routing, and you just need to record it. So how are you going to do the recording? It's very simple. You have to ensure that you select the input 1 on the audio. I see the track 1 for the audio, and then press the record button. And once you start, it gives you a 2-bar count, and you can start recording. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. So you stop, locate it, and play back. That's where you're going to hear the whole thing. Okay, so next, I'm going to record the vocals. This is how we do it. So I'm connecting a dynamic microphone, plug it, XLR, into the line 1, and I select mic. Okay? And then you can adjust the volume accordingly from the back here. The next thing is to go to the global mode and select input number 1. Now this input number 1, I'm selecting the IFX7. So I'm going to insert an effects later on. So just remember the IFX7, which is the insert effect 7, and pan to the center, 64. Next, go to sequencer and select the IFX and select the input as well. Don't forget to select the input. Okay, input number 1 for audio input 1. And back to the IFX. Remember this, audio routing. Make sure you select the track 2 which assign it to input number 1, okay, because we are doing the second track of the audio, and insert 1, sorry, you have to put an insert 7 instead. Insert 7, remember we have the insert 7, which is the effects. So I'm going to put an effects onto the insert 7, like this. I'm going to select the stereo multiband limiter, okay, and make sure you on that, as well as the amount of the send and return. Remember from the master effects we have, so I have the reverb and the delay, so you can add on accordingly. So this is how it sounds.
Test mic 1 2. So a little brightness and a little bit of reverb and delay. Okay. So as soon as you like the sound, your vocals, and you can start to record. Remember, 2 bar counts after you press record and start, and you can proceed recording.
4, 3, 2.
I have climbed the highest mountain. I have run to the field only to be with you. Only to be with you. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
You can continue to record track 3 to 16. So you have a total of audio tracks, 16 tracks, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.